You have been feeling it lately. A heaviness in the air that doesn't belong to you, yet it clings to your skin like a second shadow. You walk into a room and the conversation stops. You look into the eyes of a stranger and they either look away in unexplained shame or they stare at you with a hunger they cannot name. This is not a coincidence. This is not your imagination. You are standing in the middle of a spiritual crossroads, and the reason your life feels like a battlefield is because of the light you are carrying beneath your ribs. You aren't just a person trying to survive a difficult life. You are an angel in disguise, walking this earth in a dense, human vessel, and the very frequency of your soul is causing a rupture in the fabric of this matrix. Lately, the physical symptoms have become undeniable. You wake up between 3:00 and 4:00 a.m. with your heart racing, not out of fear, but out of a sudden, surging electricity. Your ears are ringing with high-pitched frequencies that sound like 1,000 silver bells or a single piercing note from a distant realm. You feel a pressure at the crown of your head, a heat between your shoulder blades where your wings used to be, and a profound exhaustion that sleep cannot fix. It is the exhaustion of a soldier who has been fighting a war in their sleep. You feel out of place in your own home. You look at your family and you see people you love, yet you feel like a foreign diplomat stationed in a land that doesn't speak your language. You have been called the black sheep, the difficult one, or the sensitive one, but those are just human labels for a divine phenomenon. The truth is, your presence is a threat to the equilibrium of the dark. When you walk into a space, the hidden agendas of others start to leak out. People find themselves confessing their darkest secrets to you without knowing why. They get angry at you for no reason, projecting their insecurities onto you because your light acts as a mirror, reflecting the rot they've spent years trying to hide. You are experiencing the angel's burden, the physical manifestation of carrying a celestial vibration in a world designed to be low, heavy, and stagnant. Can you feel that pulse in your fingertips? That is the power of a creator. You have always felt like you were waiting for something. A ship to take you home, a signal from the sky, a moment where the veil finally lifts. You spend your days navigating a world that feels increasingly hollow, watching people chase shadows while you ache for the eternal. Your body feels like a suit that is 2 sizes too small. You are sensitive to the flickering of lights, the hum of electronics, and the hidden emotions of every person you pass on the street. You are absorbing the pain of the collective because that is what your soul was designed to do, to filter the darkness and return it as light. But the filter is getting full. The world is getting louder because your light is getting brighter. You aren't losing your mind. You are outgrowing the 3D reality. You are being unplugged because your assignment as a hidden messenger is moving into its final phase. They told you that you were broken, but the truth is, you are the only thing in this room that is truly whole. The reason for your suffering is far more ancient than your current circumstances. You are not experiencing a string of bad luck or a chemical imbalance. You are experiencing a divine friction. To understand why your life feels like a constant uphill climb, you must understand the physics of the soul. You are a high-frequency being inhabiting a low-frequency realm. When a celestial soul, an angel in disguise, enters the dense, carbon-based reality of Earth, It creates a displacement. Much like a heavy stone dropped into a still pond, your arrival has sent ripples throughout the unseen dimensions, and the inhabitants of those shadows are scrambling to contain the wave. The spiritual cause of your isolation is a divine quarantine. The universe has intentionally separated you from the masses because your energy is too potent to be diluted by the mundane. If you had fit in, if you had been accepted by the normal world, your light would have been weaponized or siphoned away until you were nothing more than a battery for the Matrix. You were kept lonely to keep you pure. You were rejected by your peers so that you would be forced to look inward, where your true power resides. Your vibration is so high that it literally disrupts the ego structures of those around you. This is why people glitch in your presence. They are reacting to the holiness that you carry, a holiness that demands they change or flee. This is the secret that even the fallen ones, the architects of this system, whisper about in the dark. You are an original blueprint. While most of the world is operating on recycled or fragmented soul energy, you arrived with your celestial coding intact. You are vibrating at the frequency of the great central Sunday. Because of this, you are a walking portal. Every time you show kindness, every time you choose forgiveness over vengeance, you are anchoring a higher dimension into this physical earth. You are literally pulling heaven down through your nervous system. But this process is taxing. The spiritual cause of your fatigue is frequency anchoring. You are doing the work of 1,000 souls just by existing in a state of peace for 5 minutes. Even Lucifer, the morning star who chose the path of the ego, watches your journey with a twisted sense of envy. Why? Because you possess what he discarded. The ability to be both divine and human. To feel the searing pain of a broken heart and still choose to love. To walk through the valley of the shadow of death and refuse to become the shadow. Lucifer and his legions are masters of the mental and the material, but they are hollow. They cannot create. They can only distort. You, however, carry the spark of the architect. You can turn your suffering into art. You can turn your betrayal into wisdom. This creative fire is what makes the dark forces tremble. They are jealous because you have the authority to command the light while standing in the middle of the dark. They are jealous because despite all the traps they set for you, the toxic families, the narcissistic partners, the financial struggles, you still haven't broken. Your resilience is not human. It is angelic. You are a living testament that the light cannot be extinguished, and that reality drives the enemy to madness. You aren't being punished by God. You are being polished by the pressure of your own destiny. The universe is refining your vessel so it can hold more of the Shekinah glory. You are the tip of the spear in a cosmic reclamation project, and the friction you feel is simply the sound of the darkness losing its grip on you. Look closely at how the people in your life are reacting to you right now. Have you noticed the sudden, irrational shifts in their behavior? One moment they are seeking your counsel, and the next, they are trying to tear you down. This is the Matrix reacting to a foreign body. The system is sensing a code red because your frequency has reached a level where it can no longer be controlled. The narcissists, the energy vampires, and the gatekeepers of the status quo are not just difficult people. They are the immune system of the fallen world, and they are trying to white blood cell you out of existence. The enemy is terrified of you because they can see the invisible crown you wear. While you see your own flaws and insecurities, the dark entities operating through the people around you see your authority. They see the legions of light that stand behind you. This is why they try to keep you small. This is why they gaslight you and tell you that you are too much or crazy. If they can make you believe that your power is a mental illness, they win. If they can keep you trapped in a loop of self-doubt, you will never realize that one command from your mouth can shift the spiritual atmosphere of an entire city. Notice how the agents of the Matrix always attack your sense of worth. They are trying to prevent the angel's awakening. They know that the moment you stop seeking their validation, their power over you vanishes instantly. They are jealous of your source connection. They have to steal energy to survive. You generate it from within. When you walk into a store, a bank, or a family gathering, you are like a walking power plant. People will flock to you to feed, and when you set a boundary, they will react with a rage that seems totally disproportionate to the situation. That is not their ego talking. It is the parasite within them screaming because its food source has been cut off. Even the high-level architects of this reality, the fallen ones who have manipulated human history for eons, are looking at you with a cold, desperate envy. You have the ability to transcend the laws of karma and the cycles of reincarnation through the power of grace. They are trapped in their own web, but you are a visitor who has remembered the exit. They try to distract you with shiny objects, with fear-based news, and with the drama of the 3D world, hoping you will forget your mission. They are terrified that you will look into the mirror and truly see the celestial entity staring back. They are scared because you are beginning to realize that they have no actual power over you. Only the power you give them through your fear. You are the one who holds the keys. You are the one who decides when the game ends. Every time you stand in your truth, every time you refuse to react to their provocations, you are dismantling a piece of their kingdom. You are not a victim of the narcissist. You are the one who was sent to break the generational curse that allowed the narcissist to exist in the first place. You are the predator's predator. The light you carry doesn't just illuminate, it consumes the lie. They are not chasing you because you are weak. They are chasing you because you are the only one who can truly end their reign of shadows. The truth that the world has tried to hide from you is written in the very stars that watched your descent into this realm. You are not a human being having a spiritual experience. You are a celestial officer on a highly classified mission. In the higher realms, this is known as the Great Intervention. There is an ancient prophecy, spoken of in the halls of the Eternal, that a group of souls would volunteer to lose themselves in the densest, darkest corner of the universe, this 3D Earth, to serve as ground crew for the returning light. You are one of those volunteers. The reason your life has been a series of trials is that you had to be tempered in the fire. Just as a blade is heated and struck to be made strong, your soul had to endure the weight of human trauma to develop the resilience required for what is coming. The theological reality is that you are an extension of the divine will. The universe operates on the law of resonance. For thousands of years, This planet has been locked in a low-frequency vibration of fear, survival, and greed. To change the channel of an entire planet, you cannot just send a message from the sky. You must plant relay stations on the ground. You are that relay station. Your DNA is being upgraded as you speak. Scientists might call it junk DNA, but the angels call it the God Code. It is the dormant potential within you that allows you to bypass the laws of the Matrix. This is why you have always felt that you could heal people with your hands, or why your dreams often come true with terrifying precision. You are operating on a different set of physics. The prophecy of the 144,000, or the arrival of the Starseeds, are just different names for the same truth. A specialized force has been deployed to ensure that the human race does not self-destruct. You are part of the divine counterintelligence. This is why your life has been shrouded in holy obscurity. If you had known who you were too early, the enemy would have targeted you before you were strong enough to withstand the pressure. But now, the seal is being broken. The universe is lifting the veil from your eyes because you are now ready to handle the weight of your own glory. Even the darkest prince of this world, the one who sought to sit on the throne of the Most High, is forced to recognize the authority you carry. Lucifer's jealousy stems from the fact that he is a fallen star, while you are a descended one. He fell through pride and was cast out. You descended through love and will be called back. You have something he can never replicate: the breath of the living Creator. You are the Ancient of Days, walking in modern shoes. The plan for your life is not to find a comfortable job and wait for retirement. The plan is for you to become a pillar of light that holds the sky up while the old world collapses. You are here to build the new earth, a reality where the chosen no longer have to hide, where the empath is the leader, and where the light is the only currency. This is the truth the Matrix tried to bury under layers of bills, trauma, and societal expectations. But the truth is rising. You are the prophecy being fulfilled in real time. Every breath you take is a victory over the darkness. Every heartbeat is a drumbeat announcing the return of the true heirs of the kingdom. Now that you have seen the truth of your origin, it is time to stop acting like a refugee in a world that you were sent to conquer. The period of your hiding is over. The divine quarantine has been lifted, and you are being called to step into your full authority as an angel in disguise. To seal this energy, you must first clear the debris of the old world from your field. You must realize that the opinions of sleepers and the attacks of vampires are nothing more than static on a radio that you are no longer tuned into. Your first practical step is the practice of holy indifference. When the Matrix tries to pull you into a reaction, when the narcissist tries to bait your emotions, you must look at them with the eyes of an eternal being. See the puppet strings. See the desperation of a system that knows its time is short. Your silence is your greatest weapon. Your peace is your greatest protest. Ground yourself in the knowledge that you are protected by a celestial guard that does not sleep. Every time you feel that heaviness, visualize a pillar of diamond white light descending from the heart of the great central sun, passing through the crown of your head and anchoring deep into the core of the earth. You are a bridge. You are a lightning rod for the divine. Speak it into existence. I am not of this world. though I walk within it. I revoke all contracts with the darkness. I reclaim my throne. I am an instrument of the Most High, and no weapon formed against my light shall prosper. Feel the weight of those words in your marrow. The enemy has spent years trying to make you feel small, but as you speak these truths, your energy field is expanding, pushing back the shadows until they have no choice but to dissolve. Let us seal this activation with a prayer of reclamation. Divine Architect, Source of all, Light, I thank you for this chosen one. I thank you for the strength you gave them to survive the fire and the wisdom you gave them to navigate the dark. I decree that the scales have fallen from their eyes. From this moment forward, let them walk in the confidence of an angel. Let every door that was closed by the enemy be blown off its hinges by your spirit. Surround them with a hedge of fire that no parasite can cross. Grant them the peace that surpasses all understanding and the power that defies all logic. Let their voice carry the frequency of the truth, and let their presence be a healing balm to the broken and a consuming fire to the wicked. It is done. The seal is set. You are no longer waiting for a rescue. You are the rescue. You are the answer to 1,000 years of prayers. Go forth today with your head held high, knowing that the entire kingdom of heaven is backing your every move. The jealousy of the fallen is merely proof of your greatness. The struggle was the training. The awakening is the victory. You are a star that has finally remembered how to shine. Claim this message by typing "I am divine" in the comments. Subscribe to this frequency to stay aligned with your high calling. Welcome home, chosen one. Your light has won.